I want to dance. Let me show you how. It took years to learn how to do that. How do you like me now? How do you like me now?
Does this mic work? Well then, fuck that mic! Hey yo, what the fuck?
My first language is patois. I make them know say what a Jamaican you talk to. A Jamaican you look on. Remember say me tell you. Me not deal with no foolishness, dreadlocks. Me not deal with no foolishness. So sit down and ski where you're there. You're rank. You're rank. So go ahead, dirty boy. When you're ready, me there. Me not gone nowhere, dreadlocks. Me not gone nowhere.
That is one big pile of shit.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I want to dance. Let me show you how.
Because it's fake news. It's fake news.
Anyways, hello everyone. We haven't live streamed today, and here we are talking about some transfers because finally something decided it wanted to come out. If people don't know, Thomas Frank got announced today. You know,
hey,
he just doesn't realize he's sacked yet. He's got a payout pending, so that's that. And there's more than that as well. We've got apparently this Gyokeres bid. Apparently, a first one went in, got rejected allegedly, and then also they're preparing a second one, but I haven't heard it from no other source. So it's interesting. Man United contacting Ekitike's camp and Frankfurt for details. Interesting once again. That's from Florian Pletterberg. I thought, okay, that's something brand new. How about that? Trent violating Liverpool by speaking absolute fluent Spanish. I talk on it, and then yeah, man. I don't know what else has come out. I've heard something about Romero doing some sort of post.
Yeah, to Ange. I saw that. I didn't read it, but I saw it.
Yeah, and that Cunha got released. Well, not released, but unveiled today at Manchester United as an official player. So there's another one there. I don't know if anyone else has seen anything, whatever it might be. I mean, SDS just somehow afforded their way to go and win the competition of what's it called again? Ballers League.
Ballers League.
Yeah, that's the one. And then yeah, I don't think there's pretty much any other transfer news other than Darwin Nunez has been told that he can leave Liverpool this year, summer, officially.
Yep.
Yeah. What you said, anyways, Joey? It's funny. It's funny. Yeah. You know, this is the mad part, yeah, because he's probably going to be in like 2 seconds. That's my guess. Actually, my guess is no, he's not. So SDS stuff was going on. I was hooked on it. watching it pretty much probably like everybody else, just waiting for it to end to see the last game. Love. You've messaged me in the space of 2 minutes, says, you know what, I'm about. I said, cool, I'll be there in 5 minutes. How can we was meant to start this at 9. I was like, cool, this Spoilers League is looking like it's hot. We're
gonna push it, yeah.
Yeah, he says, should we do it at 10? I'm like, yeah, let's run it at 10. I don't mind. StreamYard was apparently down as well. Cool, whatever.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. And then it's like, okay, it got back up and running again about what, quarter to 10. Perfect timing. 10:30. I thought, yeah, let me just stretch it to 10:30. The guy's still not even here.
He's late to his own streams.
Brother. Watch it. It will take 2 minutes. It will take 2 minutes, and he's gonna pop up like a fairy.
He's late to his own streams, bro. Let's be real.
But anyways, people, make sure you smash the likes. 315 in the house. There's 68 likes and not 100 yet.
Yeah, so I was watching the U21 Germany game. That's what I was watching.
Well, I definitely wasn't watching that. I mean, usually I like when the under 21s, when they go into like further like quarterfinals, semifinals, a little bit.
I have a person. I've been watching Nick Woltemade since he was at Werder Bremen. So like I just wanted to see. He's been like climbing up the ranks, getting his chances, and now he got a couple starts for the national team. Now I just wanted to see him play among the competition of his age. He dominated like I expected.
Well, let me know. So before we go talk about all the told you, before we go into all of this stuff, who won?
Oh, Germany.
They beat England.
Oh, they didn't play England. They played Slovenia.
Oh, did England play? I thought England played.
Yeah, the England did play. I didn't watch them though.
Did they win?
I don't know. I didn't check. I've been working.
No, but I thought Voltemada. What? Was he not just playing? Oh.
Yep. He was just playing for the German team for Nations League, correct?
Who did England play?
I don't know.
Yeah, who did they play? England won 3-1. Well, you lot let me know in the comments.
I can check right now.
Yeah, you lot let me know in the comments, anyways, man. But yeah, man, let's start this off, man, because we got even Rodrygo. I don't know if you saw this, yeah, but I notified Hooks about it, and I was thinking, okay, this is interesting, yeah. And it's actually Gabriel Magalhães on a podcast, I think in Brazil or something, and he says, yeah, he basically wants him to come to Arsenal, and he said, I'm going to talk to the director. I spoke to the director about him.
Good luck.
He's trying to convince the director to go and sign Rodrygo. And he's like, that's not the worst part. It's the giggle. When his name's been mentioned about Rodrygo, it's the giggle, the little smile. And I'm thinking, you nasty motherfucker, you nasty piece of work, man. You nasty piece of, how dare you? How dare you? Now you're just teasing everyone. But what's this? Rodrygo isn't coming to Arsenal. According to who? According to who? You're a mute once.
You're muted. We'll see. I'm not necessarily counting them out of getting Rodrygo, but like everything that I've been reading about this whole situation is leading more towards the fact that he's staying than even leaving at all.
Yeah. What's this?
That could change like instantaneously, right? Like that's how this shit works normally. So it could change like this.
Yeah. But you know, my other thing is Marsa, whatever they're called, said they're not coming. Yeah, but Marsa also said that Zubimendi, wasn't they the one that was spewing up the whole Zubimendi to Madrid shit just for it to get denied?
Yeah, but it's not just Marca though. That's the thing. There's other reporters that are actually coming out and saying it. Just the ones that you guys are seeing are the ones that the Madrid zone is posting. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what a lot of people are seeing at least.
I don't think he ends up staying there. I'm hearing Mastantuano and Bellingham is going to be the ones that he's got in mind that's going to start. That's what they're also posting. So he's not even in his mind. Oh, what's he going to tell Rodrygo? Oh, you know what you're going to be.
Yes,
you're going to be a great utility player.
You think an 18-year-old kid is going to come in and start at Madrid at right wing?
I don't know, man. He's left. He's got
That's
the
what I'm saying, bro. Like as much as you want to believe that those stories about Mastantuano coming in and being the starter, like kid's good too. He's not good, but
Yeah, but they need a left footer to go on that side, man. Look, that
I
could be
hear
it.
it.
You know, these
I
new
hear
age
it.
coaches
Yes,
want to
I
have.
hear it. I
Yeah,
hear
man.
it, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily have to be.
Yeah, I mean, Lamine Yamal
Doesn't
is 17
necessarily
too,
have
man.
to mean that Rodrygo leaves in that manner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when you're hearing that a 17-year-old is got and it's going to be contesting your position, I'm thinking like, raw. That don't sound that great, does it? I mean,
Yeah, but
they
also
spend,
like I could
they
see,
spend big money.
especially if they don't get a striker, bro. I could see them playing two up top.
Yeah, Vinicius and Mbappe.
Yeah, and then you could play Rodrygo on the left. You see where
Oh,
that ends up?
so where's big money spend Jude Bellingham going on the bench?
Shuba Ifni,
Oh.
Habibi. That's not my problem.
Yeah, it's their problem. They spent 85
Yeah,
million
that's
quid on
their
him.
problem, bro. That's not my problem.
Exactly, they're playing him. He's starting.
All I say, like I said, I like there's certain things in football you can't make sense of it until you see it on the pitch. Right now, like we'll see it on the pitch very soon. It's not like the Club World Cup starts at the end of the week. We'll see what's good with what Real Madrid's going to be doing with their team. You know what I'm saying?
Well, wait and see.
So it's very simple. This Club World Cup is going to show a lot of where clubs are. Like realistically, with the teams that are in there, they're going to see if where they are and what they need to change. Bayern, us, Madrid, they're all going to be looking at like what they're going to have to change after this Club World Cup. And there's going to be different moves that are going to happen that people aren't expecting at this current moment.
But I believe if Arsenal come in for him and say you're going to be our main guy, I think he's got a good chance of leaving. Like you're going to be the main guy in our front three. You're going to be the guy that's going to make us win the league. I'm pretty sure you can sell him that. Wait, but
can you sell him, Cass? Can you sell him that with Gabriel Martinelli on the wages that he's on, him starting as consistently as he's starting?
Who like him? Who gives a shit?
See, but that's the thing. Is like we can say that here, like we can say that here, but it's like at that football club they rate Gabriel Martinelli enough to be able to have him there. You know what I'm saying?
Martinelli, all right, cool. I'm glad you say that.
They have two other wingers, and they're trying to re-sign Trossard.
I know, but one thing I know
what I'm saying. So, like, as much as we can sit here and say, "Yeah, Rodrygo's going to come in and be the number one," well, that means they would have three left wingers.
Yeah, right? Well, I'm not gonna lie. Well, for me,
so like, anyway, as much as you want to say,
let me land. Fuck
Sorry?
me. Let me land, Joey, man. I'm trying to say something. Yeah. Oh, you're not?
My bad.
I'm just saying. Who cares? When you're, bro, if they cared about Martinelli so much, yeah, right? Why would they openly say that they want a left winger? What about Trossard? They gave him an extension. Who gives a shit about Trossard, right? It's just another player that can fill in the gaps, no?
Sure.
But how can you say that? Like, you think Arsenal could have presented him a project and say, "Oh, I'm going to convince him," like any other club?
No, absolutely. But what I'm saying is this, Cass. If you're telling me he might have the opportunity, we just spoke about, he might have the opportunity to play left wing if they play two up top like they plan on playing, right? So necessarily he might not have like the type of competition that he has at Arsenal would be pretty similar to the type of competition he's going to have at Madrid. Level-wise, maybe not, but the amount of players it is.
Nah,
you see where I'm going with it?
Nah, the level of competition at Arsenal is.
I said level-wise, it's not. I'm saying I know level-wise, it's not. I'm saying that. I'm talking about number of players, like the amount of players that are in his position.
Yeah, but I don't think that really matters for him. He knows he's better than all of them. And the difference is you don't have 85 million Jude Bellingham or someone else like Valverde that potentially might take that spot because the manager fancies it, might fancy it, or Arda Güler or someone else. I'm not being funny.
All I'm saying at this moment, I don't know. That's all I can say. I don't know at this moment. Like, I don't know how
I'll be real. I feel like right now, the PR or whatever's coming out of Arsenal's camp at the moment, right, is they're looking at trying to build a line of potentially Gyokeres, Rodrygo, and Saka. That's what the news is basically telling me today and yesterday. That's what they're going for, and still Sesko.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Otherwise, why is Gabriel on a podcast getting all giddy when he hears the name Rodrygo, bro? That's like when I heard the name Mbeumo and Cunha. I got giddy over another man. It's crazy. It's like once every time you heard Wirtz's name. Giddy. You know what I mean? It's that little smart. Look at him, he's smiling already. Don't have to say much. Yeah, it's kind of dark right now.
get it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I can't. The Rodrygo Gyokeres Saka don't sound nice.
Wait, were England playing? Wait, was England playing today? What am I seeing?
The
Under
U21.
21s, under 21s,
Oh,
under
under
21s.
21s.
Yeah, of course, it's his mate. It's his
21.
Brazilian mate. But I'm thinking, like, he said that he spoke to the
Fonz is
fucking
starting
director. He said he spoke to the director about him as well. So clearly, there's been conversations. I mean, I'm pretty sure most clubs have conversations in it, and players have
Yeah.
conversations. But do you know what I mean? It's just,
If they can pull it off, that's going to be a fantastic attacking lineup. That's what it comes down to. If
I'm
they
not
can
trying to
pull it
see
off.
that, man. I'm not
Our
trying
under
to see
21
that.
team hench though. Feck. Why is it so hench?
It's literally.
Why is the under 21 team so hench?
What's the striker? Look, what's the striker? If it's not the lap, who's the striker now there?
So
Actually,
the
they
strike-
played McAfee at top.
They played, I think, Jonathan Rowe.
Who?
I saw
Oh.
McAfee and
Jamaican
I saw
international.
McAfee, Jonathan
Yeah,
Rowe, and Elliott in the.
How old is Jonathan Rowe now, though? Isn't he like 22? Yeah, he's 22 now.
But you can still use them, innit? You get to use like
Yeah, you
2 or
can
3
up to
players.
23.
Yeah, bro. McAtee, Elliott, and Hutchinson.
That's nasty.
With
mean,
Wanyeri on the bench. With Ethan Wanyeri on the bench.
Here's
With
the thing
Elliot
is, like,
Anderson. Elliot Anderson behind.
I don't take these types of
That's not
talks.
fair.
I don't take these types of talks like that deep though. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. Is I don't take them that deep. Like until I see like real progression in the deal, I'm not taking it that deep. Like with Sesko, you got personal terms done. Like that's progression in a deal. Until I see progression in deals, bro, I'm not sitting here fucking tooting up anybody's horn. Period.
Yeah, but the noise, you know, when the noise gets louder though, man. Once
Listen,
you know all
Gabriel
about
just needs
that.
to focus on team.
The noise
Listen,
can be as
listen,
loud as you
Cass.
want if you don't put personal terms down
Bro.
or there's no progression.
bro, Gabriel's just got to focus on cleaning his veneers and that, bro. Don't need to worry about any of that business. You just signed a new contract and that. Don't be ahead of your boots and talk going into the top room and demanding X, Y, and Z, bro. You're tied to the club now. You know what I'm saying? You see Rodrygo, he'll make his own decision. He'll make his own decision. Worry about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because if Arsenal get Rodrygo, it's a game changer.
What you were saying, little sleeper swap bill?
Listen, it's a swap deal. I can't lie. No, Jen, well, that's what a swap deal. I mean,
That's crazy.
but I'm Arsenal fan. You guys would have swapped Saliba for Rodrygo, would you?
Nah, they said
Like, would y'all do that?
Rodrygo money.
They probably wouldn't.
Would
If
you
you
guys
ask
do
most
that?
Arsenal fans, they probably wouldn't.
Rodrygo money.
Would you lot swap Rodrygo for Saliba? I don't think they would.
I don't think they would.
Nah, probably not.
Because it's like making one problem. It's like fixing one problem to make another problem, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You would want both, innit?
Yeah, you want both. That's
We've got a
how
couple
you
of
complete
maybes.
the team.
I-
Otherwise, you're not
No,
doing.
no.
You're not making any progression, in my opinion. You're just one for another. You're having another problem. You got to fix that Saliba problem after.
I
Especially
mean, you know what it is? They could probably get a centre back that can perform well. Maybe not obviously as good as Saliba, but the gap between Martinelli and Rodrygo is way bigger than a centre back. Than like even if Kiwior was just to step in until they got a new centre back, the gap between Kiwior and Saliba and the gap between Martinelli and Rodrygo. What are we saying?
I feel like that's the same gap.
You think it's the same? Don't sleep on Kiwior's not as bad. Kiwior's
I don't
decent.
know. I don't rate
This
Kiwior. Like,
season I learned,
these
innit?
other man, Kiwior might be good, but bro, like to me, I'm not. I
Nah,
don't.
bro, listen, I can't like after the end of the season, man.
Like,
Kiwior shut me up. innit?
End of the season, man. But
I learned today. Nah, man, I'm not hearing end of the season stuff, man. He balled at like, bro, Kiwior. I learned today. I learned today. He showed, Kiwior is not dead. He's not cold, but Kiwior can hold it down, bro.
But I
Kiwior
rate
can hold it down,
Saliba
man.
so highly, bro. Like that's the difference. It's like I don't think he's like. I don't think Kiwior's awful, but I rate Saliba like up at the top of the list of center backs in world football. So like to me, it's like I can't give you that. Because I don't even think I think Martinelli's bad, but I don't think he's awful. Like I
just
watch
not
him
good
for
enough to
Brazil,
stop
he's
Arsenal
actually
week in, week out.
not that bad for Brazil. Like to me, it's like I think the difference is in quality is around the same between Kiwior and Saliba and Rodrygo and Martinelli. I think it's pretty similar.
Well, see what happens over there because but Nico Williams looks like he might be heading to Bayern as well. So that's another
Correct.
target down. No one wants to pay them wages, man.
Nico Williams going to a different team every weekend, bro.
I know, man.
That's what it is. I've learned that now. Nico Williams is going Arsenal one week. He's going Bayern the next
and
week.
you know what he'll end up doing, Mats? Re-signing the contract.
Yeah. Listen.
That's what he'll end up doing, son. And he'll be like to everybody in their mouths, and then he'll re-sign a new contract.
Bro, the Nico Williams PR is killing me. But just back to the kind of the Rodrygo thing, like I think to have Saka and Rodrygo on each wing is dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's real dangerous stuff, man.
And
Aaron, you're my guy, but Martinelli's pants, bro. Get out of that. You want to win? Do you want to win? Stop the Martinelli stuff. If you want to win, detach yourself. Sometimes you have to detach yourself, bro.
I think
Martinelli from these type of players, bro.
Come on, hear me out. Hear me out for a second. If Martinelli went to Villa and played that counter-attacking football that they like to play over at Villa on the break, I think Villa, but bro, Villa aren't like they're not competing for the same things that Arsenal compete. No. But I'm telling you, if we're talking about just like the player itself, right? If he went to Villa, I think
is he better than Rashford? Because he's not. Martinelli's not.
I think he could have a similar output to what Rashford.
He's not better. He's not better than Rashford. No, he's not better than Rashford, bro. He's not better than Rashford.
I think he could have a similar output, but that's my
one-dimensional. Can't move the ball fast enough. Dribble's okay. Really, he's electric in pace. Probably better down the middle than he is on the left these days. You don't know my opinion on Martinelli. No way, he's not good. Like, bro,
that's fair. We won't ever get to know, in my opinion. But you're right that Rashford's better than him as an overall footballer. You are right about that.
And Rashford's not even like you get it, like you hit.
No, I hear it. I hear.
I'm not even like saying Rashford like Rashford.
I absolutely hear that.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
so what are we saying about this guy, Chris?
You can say I rate Diaz, but Diaz is light years ahead of Martin.
Yes, you know more about this guy, Chris situation than most people probably.
Oh, bro, it's a madness. Bro.
Can you tell me what's going on? Because I don't even want to
try.
Keep up.
By the way, I can't see. I saw it earlier, but it disappeared now. But Wolves, you spent a bomb. You sent like €100. Something about Cunha. I don't know if you can resend it at all, but I can't see it anymore. It's not popping up for me because the whole StreamYard thing was down. So I can't really see them. So if anyone's got a copy and paste of that was in the chat, that'd be sick. I even tried to scroll up as well, and it just disappeared. LB Joey is his Naipan kid, the Norwegian Pedri.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily even. Like, you can't have that conversation. He's played at Rosenborg for the last fucking 2 years. He's really good. I'd love to see him play in Spain for a year. I think that would be fantastic for him. Like, him at Girona would be awesome for him for a year. Yeah, but, bro, probably. You guys got a lot. City got a lot of motherfuckers in the same positions, bro. They got a lot of dudes in the same positions if you think about it.
Yeah, they got
a lot of dudes for those 10 positions, bro.
Arsenal have been looking for a left winger for a while, says Emmanuel. They wanted Mikhailo Mudryk. Trossard is gone. Well, he's not gone yet. So it'll be Rodrygo, Martinelli, and Saka and Ethan. Could be your options.
But you're telling me that Trossard's gone. I thought you guys were talking about contract renewals with Trossard. Wow. That's the last thing I heard about Trossard.
Saliba equals Rodrygo and Asensio plus 20 million. No.
Okay, guys. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They're not doing a swap for Rodrygo and
Big up Wolves for sending all of that stuff. So if you are in here listening, then let me know. I know sometimes you go into the comments as well. So big yourself up for all of that. By the way, people 600 in the house, please smash the like if you haven't done so yet either. It's huge support at the end of the day. So how many of you are passing through? You know how it goes. If you like the video, then the next subscriber comes in, blah, 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 blah. You already know the drill. Likes are very important. But Gyokeres, all right, cool. So I'm confused about it. I'm quite confused about it. So allegedly, all of a sudden, after this president has come out about an offer of what he wants for Gyokeres, right? Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, Arsenal on Record Portugal have they've submitted a bid of like 55 million euros plus 10 million euros. So that's like heavily undervalued, right? And it's like, okay, I know you have to do a starting point, but that's probably not a great way to kind of do things. I'm like, cool. Anyways, allegedly now there's a second bid. They're preparing a second bid, and apparently the agents were meeting. But he's not the only agent that he met. Arsenal, Man United were also he met with Man United at the same point. I think he's trying to offer his services or something. That's just my thing. If there was a bid that was submitted, why has no one else reported that there's been a bid submitted yet? That's what makes it confusing. So I don't actually believe it personally.
So
and
here's the thing.
Oh, that's not the worst part, Joey. He put something out on his Instagram earlier.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
He puts out something else in his about. It's like he's saying, "I'm gonna."
Everything's kind of a lie.
Yeah,
Wait until you know, like something along the lines of that. I saw that. What just kind of makes what just doesn't make any sense to me is like, why would you bid right after the owner comes out and tells you we're not going to take anything
less than a certain amount? He didn't actually say that he wasn't gonna.
The other thing that I've come to find out with like just dealing with Portuguese, just like watching the Enzo Fernandez deal specifically, is Portuguese reporting is just terrible. Like 80% of it's lies. Like 80% of it is just to get clicks in what you're looking at. So like you kind of have to try to find the information that's coming from the other side. So it'd have to be more English sources in this case. So like until like English sources are really giving you guys information about this deal at all, I would just kind of like hold tight, really. I did hear that though that Sesko, for Arsenal, that Sesko situation, right? Leipzig want the full 65 million release clause like up front.
Yeah, I see that as well.
I think that deal might end up breaking down too.
Yeah, I don't think it will. I think they've got. You know what? I'm not going to put it down to Arsenal saying they might not do both, but I don't know.
No, I really doubt
it. It could be
if they want less.
I know
they want less.
They might start low. Their next bid could be something like 70 million plus 10. That I saw someone just say, but it's like you don't go from 55 and 10 to 70 million and then 10. Do you get it?
Yeah.
I think I do believe the agent's obviously wanting him to go to a next team. He wants to leave. It's obvious as that. But in the same breath, I think it's probably coming out from Sporting and they just want to bid him more.
Yeah, 100%. That's what they want.
That's what makes.
That's what they're trying to make happen.
That's what I believe it is.
I want to make the most money out of someone who they probably did have a gentleman's agreement for. Let's be honest. There probably was a gentleman's agreement
for sure,
100%.
But who cares if it's not in running? What are you going to do about it?
Yeah,
there's nothing you can do about it if it's not in writing. There's nothing. That's what you should. True. That's what Levy did to Harry Kane. Yep. What did he do? There's nothing you can do about it if there's not writing involved. So.
He still managed to get his move that window though. Just
Yeah.
No,
but for the money that they wanted and for the next team that he wanted.
No, when he came out and wanted that transfer request, you mean the thing he done with Gary Neville?
Was it that? I can't remember when
he put in a transfer request with Gary Neville and ended up signing a new contract, and then he got to leave eventually, for when he got the price came.
Yeah, it wasn't the same.
Was it the year after?
I thought it was the year after.
I think it was the year after.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That gentleman's agreement is. Yeah, it's never. I feel football. I would never.
There's no gentleman agreement in there's no gentleman's agreement in business, bro.
Trust me.
In business, there's no such thing as a gentleman's agreement. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's for free. That's free knowledge for you guys. There's no such thing as gentleman agreements.
I'm aware. I'm well aware. Gentleman's agreement. Nah, I need that shit in writing, brother.
Yeah, especially in your business. Especially in your business. Especially in your business, I can imagine.
If he had a good agent, the thing is, if Gyokeres had a good agent, he would even though they said he won't leave Sporting that season, he should have got a new contract with a release clause like in place. Like, you know what Cunha did? Should have done the same thing. Should have got a release clause, a bit of a pay rise. That's down to your agent.
That's why you signed that contract though, Cass. When you're trying to go through a transfer dispute, you try to get that another contract signed. For one, you get a little bit of a pay bump, but for two, I want that release clause. I want that release clause. If you're not going to let me go now, I want to sign a new contract and get a release clause. I want to be able to have control of my future, and the only way you'll be able to do that is a release clause at this point.
Yeah, that agreement was the Arsenal director. I know,
The lab has a release clause, right? and he got to choose what team he went to in the end because the release clause opened the field to a bunch of teams, and then he got to choose what team he wanted to go to. That's the only way you get to choose your future, is that. Otherwise, you're subject to your team accepting a bid from somebody, and that
I think
not always the team you want to go to.
The thing with Arsenal and the whole United, we have to put both. What could happen is Arsenal are dipping their hands in both. Do they want both? Probably not, right? I can't see them wanting both. But the fact that they got their hands dipping in both, and whichever the way the PR is going to shoot, that means, okay, if they truly want Sesko, but now they're showing Sesko's camp and Leipzig, we're ready to go for Gyökeres if you lot are trying to fuck around.
Negotiation tactics.
Same way, if things go left for the Sesko thing and it says it doesn't go ahead, then, well, we've already got a hand in the Gyökeres stuff. So
100%.
right now, it's like Arsenal are playing both sides. And really and truly, the winner in all of this at the moment is Arsenal. Really, when you deep it.
Why?
Because they got their hands in both. Look, they're so far in negotiations.
Hashtag both.
Yeah, exactly, man. They're so deep in negotiation with Leipzig's camp. I'm pretty sure they would easily do Gyökeres' one as soon as if the other one is to go left. I do believe Sesko was their number one choice. I do believe that. And I think, but you always have to have backups.
Arteta's number one choice.
Yeah, all that.
Arteta's number one choice. Let's make
that.
that.
If this
Gyökeres is the club number one choice.
Basically, Arsenal and Berta are what they're doing is saying we're gonna get a deal done under our terms, regardless on what either team thinks of what their player is. We're getting a deal done under our terms, and we're gonna have a conversation with both of these teams and make sure that we get a proper knowledge on what we're supposed to be, what we're capable of. And really, I think the biggest thing is the upfront payment for both of these players, like the first initial payment, not the payments that are staggered after that. And that's part of the reason why Chelsea didn't get a couple of the deals done before the Club World Cup, was because of the actual structure of the payments.
What do you think in the comments? Who do you think you end up moving for, Gyökeres or Sesko? Let me know. Just say one. Also, by the way, it's in the pinned. We got our Discord. If anyone's interested, that's got Discord, or you can just go download it in a second. Discord's a huge app. Anyways,
to me, it's only gonna be one though, in my opinion. No matter what.
Yeah, like Joey said, it's only one. It's only one click to get onto the Discord. So it's up to you lot. It's in the pin, and someone can put it in the chat as well. It's always there. Someone's always posted. Over 300 members. Love. So yeah, Sesko, or I don't think you get both. I'll be real.
Yeah,
I can't see that if you're gonna try go and get Rodrygo this window. He's gonna be your marquee signing.
Exactly.
Victor, is that what you're calling him? Victor now.
Victorious. Victor Victorious. Best. All right, say no more.
Yeah.
Say no more. I mean, Victor. Which one? Which Victor though? Because there's another Victor.
All right,
floating around the time.
Bro, that one's that's the weirdest scenario.
Well, there's Victor and there's Victor.
Yeah.
Which one is it? You know what I'm saying? Which one is it? I don't know. I'm just saying. I just see you don't want to go Saudi no more. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know which one, guys. Would you guys mind?
I think what everyone thought the window was gonna be. United gets Gyokeres, Sesko goes to Arsenal. I still think it's going to be that, and I still think that Rodrygo is still on the board for them, like for Arsenal.
Wait, so you think United get Gyokeres, Arsenal get Sesko?
Correct. Right, I'm loving life.
Chelsea get Osimhen.
No,
bro. I pray. I beg, bro. I beg.
I was gonna say this though. People smash the likes. You know who else is called Victor, but it's a nickname for Victorious once.
Who?
He wears white now. Where's number 12?
I don't know who that is.
His Scouser.
I definitely don't know who he is.
He went for he went for free, but technically he got like 10 million given to Liverpool. Any clue yet?
Michael Owen?
He's not a
Shit, I don't know.
Scouser. He's not a Scouser.
I thought you changed it. I didn't know you still. I don't know. I know my husband's not Scouser percent.
How about this? If you didn't hear, if you didn't know this guy,
Oh my days!
if you didn't know this
Oh
guy,
my
yeah, you'd
days.
think he's Spanish.
Been-
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my days! Alvaro Arbeloa.
I didn't know he's
Trent Alejandro.
You know what I'm saying?
Trent
Alexander Arbeloa.
Alejandro Arnold.
Ronaldinho.
Alejandro Arnold. Trent
You know what I'm
Alejandro
saying?
Arnold.
Alejandro Arbeloa.
That guy. That guy, man. Monster.
Arnaldo. Arnaldo.
Machmanaman.
McManaman.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You talking about the light skin you with the skin fade? I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. With the girl.
Bro,
from
that
the-
man was on Duolingo killing it for the last year. He was on Duolingo killing it.
Duolingo quoted this tweet.
1,000 days straight. Yo, did you see
Wait.
Duolingo's tweet? It was hilarious.
Yeah,
Duolingo's
Duolingo's
like,
tweet, bro. Like they quoted that shit.
He's a liar. Trent is the fact is he's a liar. He lied as well. He said, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I've been waiting for this for a long time, yeah. And tried to say, yeah, just to clear that up, I meant 2 weeks. I'm like, what? And then he said he's been learning Spanish. What do you mean 2 weeks? And then in another part, he says, yeah, I've been doing this for a couple months. I'm thinking, few months. I'm thinking, what? What do you mean you've been doing it for a few months? You can't speak Spanish in a few months, bro.
I can't lie, man. 1,000 days
Man
Duolingo,
came out.
Judolingo, because bro, like he's you prick, fam. You flipping prick, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make my mind up until I didn't make my mind up until recently. Yeah. Then why was you learning Spanish for? You know what I'm saying? Why was you learning deep? Yeah. If Broski was learning Spanish from last year, that's creeping into the time when man was saying it means more. That's what's so fucked about that, you know. That's what's so dark about that. Man was telling us it means more when he was really thinking Montoya, por favor. That's what he was really saying. He wasn't saying it means more, bro. This is yo, fam. Nah, bro. About it means more. Talking Montoya. I'm saying. He was thinking Montoya, por favor. All right, cool. I've just learned a new one there. That one. Over to my Spanish.
It means more. Montoya.
Like,
What's this?
man?
What the fuck is this, lad?
Like, honestly.
This is fucking annoying.
Man said they are European rivals, and man is staring at their Champions League. He's staring at, you know, one of those Champions Leagues he's staring at was the one that he slept at the back post for. That's what's so fucked up. He's staring at them Champions Leagues that he didn't lose 2 of them playing for Liverpool.
Do you not know about his thing is when he's in that interview, yeah? You know he's on the stage. Guess what? He didn't even blink. He was eyeballing what's his name again? Perez, bro. He was eyeballing them, man. He didn't blink once. I swear down, this guy must have had a couple
that
little.
Brother,
you know what I'm saying?
he better have been reading off of a monitor. Trent best have been reading.
He was buzzing off some MDMA, bro. He popped a couple more of these, fam. So convinced.
I was praying. I was trying to tell myself, yo, Trent is reading off of a monitor. Calm down. He's reading off a monitor. Calm down. But the way the words were rolling off the tongue, I was like, nah, that's not a monitor, bro. There's too much twang there. There's enough Spanish twang there. Do you know what I'm saying? There's enough Spanish twang there, bro.
Bro, he hit the Scouse, bro. I didn't even think that was possible, son.
Bro, there was no Scouse in that Spanish. There was no bro. I thought I was going to hear Espanol. That's what I thought I was going to hear. I expected to hear that. Bro.
I was waiting for this, dude.
That shit was perfect. Nah, bro. This shit was perfect, bro. That was not. How's he? His Scouse English, yeah, but the Scouse Spanish, nah, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
The Scouse. I was waiting for the Scouse Spanish to come out, but he was just so fluid. I was like, yo.
I'm gonna go in English to Spanish. Yeah, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna type in this. I've always wanted to join Real Madrid. I'm gonna let me type this in. I'm gonna try and say it myself. Yeah, cool. Watch this.
Probably gonna be wrong.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna be worse than Trent's gonna be 100 times better than me, and I'm not even Scouts. Yeah, watch this. I've always wanted to join Real Madrid. All right, cool. I've typed it in. Brother, I can't even read that. I'll try. Let me try. Siempre he quiero irme al Real Madrid. Brother, I sound like an English you trying to speak Spanish. I don't sound Spanish, bro. So how the hell was he that? This is my point.
It wasn't even that bad. It wasn't even that bad. If you, hey, wait, hold on once. Have you been practicing being a Real Madrid fan recently?
Real Madrid or Barcelona? Because I can't side the Trent no more.
Are you telling me that wasn't decent? That was kind of good.
It wasn't actually as bad as you thought it was.
It's actually kind of good.
When I'm telling you now, the Spanish user chat me at the end, like literally, that's what they're saying. I understand.
Bro. If one of you lot try,
that MA. Thank you, bro. Just go watch Beckham. Go watch Beckham try to speak Spanish, bro, in his first interview, and go compare it to what Trent did. You'll see the fucking
as I said, like, bro.
Beckham's thick as shit, by the way. He's got no, when it comes to schooling, he's thick as shit. He'd probably be the first one to admit that. He's thick as fuck. How about this? He done more Spanish than what Bell did in 10 years there.
Now they try telling me I was kind of good. Now you don't make me.
Bell never even tried, bro.
Don't do that.
Bell never tried, bro. He just said everybody.
Hey, Jude, it's magic.
Bro, Jude don't even know how to speak Spanish like that.
He tried. I mean,
and he's been there for 2 years.
I mean, have you not been seeing once? Him and Jude have been doing podcasts together. You know, they might have been AI, but they're still relevant.
Let me. All right, cool. Hold on.
Yeah, Trent's gonna be hitting with this.
And Jude Bellingham
are best
friends. I'm just typing it in the translator, innit? Me and Jude Bellingham are best friends, and I can't wait to get started.
Well, you can't write it can't. You have to kind of do it as cannot.
Is it cannot?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, cannot. Cool. Bedrin.
You gotta do it now. Huh?
Bitch.
You gotta do it now.
Alright, cool. Why does it say yo-yo? Somebody says yo-yo here, and I don't want to butcher it, but cool. Jude Bellingham, yo somos mejores amigo no pudiendo esperar para comenzar. I don't know. That's the best I can do.
That's literally. It's still not as bad as you thought it was.
Brother, broski, I promise you right now. I promise you right now. See, look, the chat are just lying to me to make it seem like Trent could learn like Spanish in 10 minutes. I'm not even, bro.
Mons. I live on the Mexican border, bro. Okay, I hear this every day. You do not need. I don't need to lie to you about nothing. It doesn't sound as bad as you make it sound. Okay.
So my name really is Montoya.
Yeah, you are Montoya. You are Montoya.
No, do you know what it is? All right, cool, guys. You know what? I have been practicing. All right, cool. You know what? I lied. I have been practicing. Yeah, practicing how to cuss this guy out. That's what I've been practicing. He needs to hear it in all languages. He needs to hear it.
Yo, Mons is looking up slurs and he's hearing the pronunciations told to him.
I haven't been practicing. No, I promise you. I haven't learned Spanish a day in my life. I can't lie. But I mean, shit. Hey, listen, man. Man said it means more, fam. It don't mean more, bro. It don't mean more, innit? Hala frimpong, innit?
What?
Hala frimpong.
Boy. But yeah. Somehow, all of us three are in a battle for Ekitike.
I saw Arsenal get linked too.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. This is why I can't take.
No, this is what agents do, bro. This is what
I
agents
swear down.
This is what agents do. Like if you're taking all this information in as facts, you're just believing what agents want to believe. I don't think anybody pays for him, Don. I'm gonna be straight up. I really don't think anybody pays for him.
I'll be real. No one's. Yeah, I don't see anyone paying 85 million. Not at all. Or 80 million pounds. It's not 100 million euros. Is 84 million pounds. I think in total.
Yeah.
I don't see that being the case. The only club dumb enough out of all of us to probably do it is probably your club. To be fair, because you ain't even spent heavily yet. You ain't even spent heavily yet.
No,
so
we haven't spent on anything yet,
except the lap. And then it's just the Man United thing. It's like again. It's a bit similar to what I'm going to say to Gyokeres. I think they're just trying to have they're trying to make a transfer battle. I'm like, there's no way that United are going to pay 80+ million, let alone 75+ million for this guy. When you've already got a similar profile in Xerxes. What's the point?
Mm-hmm.
What's the point?
Thank you, Cass. I was just about to say that. For Manchester United, it makes 0 sense because they already have a profile like Xerxes. Like exactly.
Yeah.
And with Liverpool, now we've seen Nunez being the one moved. Like it's very feasible that they're gonna put money towards Ekitike at least, right? Like the thing is I don't think Liverpool want to go to 100 million of 200 million pound players in one window. Like that's the only thing. So like, does Frankfurt bend to that if Ekitike wants to go to Liverpool? Like I just don't know. And I think that's the reason why all the clubs are linked with him at this current moment.
Yeah, I don't want him. I take him. It's the same thing with the lap. I don't want him, but I take him. I mean, he's a very good 9. I think he's more in the box than a Xerxes, right? But I feel like you can train Xerxes to be more in the box, anyways. Just tell him.
I think he's just quicker than Xerxes. I think that.
He's definitely quick. He's definitely quicker.
But I think technical level is pretty even overall.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of having 2 of the same profile. That's why I keep screaming like to my own fan base. It's like, yeah, you know what? Ekitike might be a brilliant footballer. Yeah, amazing. But I want someone that's a little bit different. It might not be identically the same, but I want someone that's a little bit different. That's all. That's why I want someone that's going to run him behind. Like, don't get me wrong, I've seen Ekitike running behind, but you go look at his compilations if you want. Go watch Eintracht Frankfurt games. You rarely see him in the box. He's always having to get involved with the play, pretty much. He has to be involved. I don't really want a striker that has to be always involved. What's the point? I've already got that. And I don't really see Amrin wanting to change his ways. Or maybe he might want to change a little bit. He might say, you know what? We could do someone that's probably better with link up. But I just want to, like, why is it so frowned upon about wanting a gunman? Like someone that just knows how to put the ball at the back of the net. And is always trying to lick off a shot. At least.
Yeah, you definitely need a different profile. That's been my biggest problem with my team as well. I'm kind of happy that I have the lap. I would like to upgrade on Nico Jackson in this case with Ekitike or someone along the lines of that. But I could also see us doing something dumb like loaning in Duran. Like I could see
I see that. I wish. See, when I saw that, I was like, how credible is this?
Doing something like that.
I would love to do that. If he says you're gonna be coming over here as you're gonna be that guy. I'm taking the but
it's a loan, bro, because he's still getting paid by fucking
love for that. Yeah, love. Take the loan. Like honestly, if I could have a preference, I'm like, yeah, take him. I don't care about Osimhen. I don't care about Gyokeres. If Duran's about, innit?
But I gotta head out and start my show with me, Patrick, and Link. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Yeah. What?
I said no worries, brother.
Oh god. Let's just do that for now, I suppose. Let me just get rid of this white line. Happy?
Ekitike.
I think he just suits your club once.
He does, but again, we have a 10, so isn't the 4 sign and 10 going to take up the same spaces?
What?
Likes to do a lot of the false 9 work. His all-round game is probably better than his goal scoring ability.
Yeah. I just think he just suits your club more, innit? I think you can take the chance on him. You can take the chance on him as well, innit? So it's like it just makes more sense. I think you're more primed to developing a youngster. We're not. That's why I don't want to take that chance.
I hear it. But as
Why
I
are you
said,
not going for him? I thought you were going for him.
work. We're looking at him, but I think they're saying 100 million euros. Oh, forget about it. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm used to big bidding, but if I'm going to spend 100 million euros on Ekitike, then I might as well go for the new Alexander. The new Alexander, you know what I'm saying? The new one.
Which one's that one? Who that?
The Swedish bloke.
Who that? The Eritrean? That one. That Swedish one.
Yes. Yes.
That's like double his price, though.
Not really double his price, but you know.
Yeah, you're dreaming, man. How serious are the Barcola to Liverpool rumors?
No thanks.
I ain't see. I saw
He's
a
not,
link.
he's not better than either of my wingers.
I saw a link, but I don't know if I saw anything like where I see the source. Oh, I'm gonna make a video about that one,
bro. He's just not better than either of my wingers, isn't
it? Imagine he scores against Paul and kisses the badge. Who? Wait,
Trent.
who? Trent. I swear down, that'll be jokes.
And that says it means more.
Yeah, that would be jokes. Wait, what's this? Zeno, I just saw a United potential lineup without phase at centre back. My head is on Mars, man. What are these guys on? Wait, I don't get this though, Zeno. You saw a potential lineup by somebody on what Twitter, I want to guess, and then it got your head hot on Mars. Like your head's gone to Mars, and all of a sudden you think, yeah, that's what United are gonna do. Without phase. If that happened. If that happened, I swear I wouldn't even punch the screen, and I think I would kick through the screen.
What if you signed Wild Face?
Oh, brother, I imagine signing some reborn David Luiz. I mean, we just got linked to thingy though. Douglas Luiz, safe. I'll take that one. And Hayden Hackney. The centre mid links are starting to creep through the door. But nah, I don't know, man. What phase is phasing? That's crazy. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. Everything else has been quite weak today, Monts. I'll be real. That's why we didn't go live earlier, people. There was nothing to even chat about. It was impossible.
Like, listen, people just sometimes say we go live for the sake of going live to force information. Well, today we didn't. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, man just had to I crashed out in it. Yeah, cool. I crashed out. I ain't ashamed of it. I crashed out today. You know, I got feelings. I'm human. You know, and Spanish is a very hard language to learn. Don't be fooled by my attempt.
You know the maddest thing is we usually go live once on a Thursday typically. It's only recently that we've been going live like what, twice a day?
Yeah.
Only recently.
No, I hear it.
Takes its toll, man. I swear down. It's just I was gonna go live after this on my channel, yeah, and I just thought, man, I'm sorry, but there's a time and a place when hay fever, yeah, just decides it wants to creep in, and it's always around 11 o'clock. Always around 11 o'clock. I'm not going live, man. I'll go live tomorrow. I dropped a video. You lot can go watch the video if you want, if you're interested. How about that, Gov? Did you watch it? Love. I know you're one of the
you should watch both of our videos.
I'm talking about my channel. I'm talking about your channel. I don't care about your one.
I don't give a fuck about yours, bro. Fuck your channel, bro.
We should make a Hay Fever 11. Yeah. I'll say. Did you, as long as you liked it. But anyone's let's just shamelessly plug now because I want as many people as possible. Cool. The Discord. It's going really well. And I'm gonna say it again. The Discord. Whatever you said there. If you don't want to jump into that Discord, now's your chance. You can see the link. It's in the pin. It's in the chat. It's all good. Everyone should be joining into the Never Far Discord. There's loads of people, and if you're not active in there, after a week, you'd get automatically booted out.
Remember,
as in, like, if you ain't selected a role.
Montoya, por favor. It means more.
And we're gonna go. And on that note, we're gonna go over to Joey's show. Oh,
How do we say that in Spanish? How do you say that in Spanish? Should I type in? Should I type?
no.